Good morning, class 11th. Today we will be doing the poem Childhood by Marcus Nathan. So, Nathan is a contemporary Norwegian poet, and like the modern day poets, you will see that his language in the poetry is quite simple, and he uses very simple words and exact words, but in an ironical form. Okay, so that's the way he writes. Now, when you look at the title Childhood, and apparently everybody, if you talk to the adults or your friends or anybody, you will be of the opinion, and the others will be of the opinion, that the best phase of a person's life is his or her childhood. It is so full of fun, it is so lovely, and but the question is that, do we know that when do we stop being a child, or when is it that we cease being a child, or when is it that we just transit from being a child in our childhood phase to being an adult? When is it that childhood khatam ho jata hai? Kab hota hai? Which age? Is it specified anywhere? Is it written anywhere? So that's the question that Marcus Nathan is going to pose to the readers, and apparently will also be answering to his own questions through different options that come to his mind, and he keeps questioning and answering, and therefore in the end he draws a conclusion, apparently, that where the childhood has gone. So you will see that Nathan brings out vividly a lot of details, the contrast between the periods of childhood and adulthood, how it is different being a child, and how suddenly it becomes different when you are an adult. So when we say childhood, or when we refer to children, so children are all about innocence, okay, purity, and children will be so innocent that they would just not be smart enough or clever enough to mix their opinions or to be diplomats. They are just the way they are. Whereas adults or adulthood is all about being so clever, being hypocrites, okay, being diplomatic, etc. So here you will see that the poet is quite sorry for the loss of innocence that he had as a child. He misses his childhood, and he misses the fact that when he was a kid, it was so good being that innocent and pure. So he regrets that he cannot regain childhood, because see, childhood once gone is not coming back. So he wants to have that innocence, that simplicity back, but then because it's not possible, so he keeps questioning, that where did the childhood go, what happened, and can I ever get back to my childhood? If not, then where can it be looked for? Right? So with this theme, I'll begin with the poem. So the first thing that you'd see here in the book is a question, and you would see this question being repeated in every stanza. You see here, when did my childhood go? 1. When did my childhood go? 2. When did my childhood go? So I would just stick to these 3 stanzas first, wherein the first line, or the beginning of the stanza, is via a question. When did my childhood go? When as in kab, when did it finish? Kab khatam ho gaya? So he questions that, when did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? So now this is a question, and the poet will keep on giving you different possibilities, different options, different answers. So कहता है कि when did the childhood go? Was it when I stopped being 11, when he entered into the 12th year of his life, on his 12th birthday? कहता है क्या वो तब था कि when it was my 12th birthday, and then it was that I stepped into adulthood? Possibility 1. Possibility 2. Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? So the first possibility that he gives is that, was it the time that when I turned 12, when it was my 12th birthday, that I stopped being an adult, stopped being a child, and I turned into the second phase of my life, and that was being an adult? Was it that day? Or was it the day when I realized that the concept of hell and heaven is a very spiritual and a very religious one? And hell and heaven are two places apparently that cannot be located in geography. They cannot be found in geography books, they cannot be found on maps, they cannot be found on the globe. So was it that day? And they cannot be found, and because they cannot be located physically, therefore they cannot be. So you see, here is a very practical approach of the poet. He says कि a place that cannot be located on the maps, on the globe, in the geography books, they cannot exist. Because hell and heaven are apparently a very religious concept associated with religion and spirituality. You do not know where is hell and where is heaven. It is just a belief that when we will die, all the good souls are going to heaven, जिसको आप स्वर्ग भी बोलते हैं या जन्नत बोलते हैं, and the bad ones, the evil souls who have been very bad in their lives, they are going to go to hell, कि वो नरक जाएंगे या वो दोजक जाएंगे. Right? So this is the second possibility. So he is in the first stanza, he questions के भाई where did my childhood go? या तो वो तब चला गया when I turned 12, या वो तब चला गया when I realized कि hell and heaven cannot exist. And why can't they exist? This is a very practical approach here that we see. That they cannot exist because I cannot locate them. I cannot locate them in the geography book. Okay, I cannot see them on the globe. I cannot see them in the geography books or the maps. So because, and why can't I see them? I can't see them because they don't exist. So therefore could not be as in hell and heaven could not be in real, in the physical world, because they cannot be found in geography. So that's the first stanza. So he gives us a question, when did my childhood go? And he gives us two possibilities. Okay, so if you want, you can mention over here. You can mention one here and you can mention two here. Okay, the two possibilities. Let's go to the second stanza. Again he has a question. When did my childhood go? Again a question. And now see what are the possibilities. Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? And here he says that, was it that time when I realized कि ये जितने भी adults हैं, ये जैसे दिखते हैं ये वैसे हैं नहीं. They are so hypocrite. कैसे? They talk of love and preached of love. कि ये जितने भी बड़े लोग हैं, ये बातें तो बहुत बड़ी बड़ी करते हैं, as in they talk about love, they preach of love, but did not act so lovingly. So they do talk of, love and peace and harmony. Who are these? They, the adults. कि ये जितने भी बड़े लोग हैं ये बातें तो करते हैं, हमें प्यार से रहना चाहिए, अच्छे से रहना चाहिए, we should take care of each other, but in reality ऐसा नहीं है. They did not act so lovingly. And how true it is. When we meet somebody, or you would have seen, even in real lives, कि अगर कभी हमारे घर कोई आ जाता है, तो हाँ हम बहुत अच्छे से मिलते हैं, hello, how are you, please sit, have a cup of coffee, this and that, and sometimes you would know, or you would realize कि उसके जाते ही बोलते हैं, अरे uninvited आ गया, why did he even bother coming to us, right? And that is not, तो हमको लगता है अरे अभी तो उसको आप चाय पानी पूछ रहे थे और उसको जाते ही आप बोल रहे हैं कि कितना बुरा है, अपने मतलब से चलाया. So this is hypocrisy. You are not being the real you. So basically, you are talking of love and preaching of love, but in reality, you are not acting so lovingly. Was that the day? So here in this stanza, you will see that the poet is saying that the adults are not the way they behave, and they are very different from children. Children are just the way they are. Children are so innocent. If they like something, they will just be all out for it. If they don't like something, they will not like it. बच्चों को देखा है ना, when आप कई बार you will see children, आप वो कहीं भी होंगे, whether they are their parents, they are their loved ones, उनके दिल में जो होगा वो साफ बोल देंगे. अगर उनको लग रहा है कि मम्मी अच्छी नहीं है तो मम्मी अच्छी नहीं है, फिर it doesn't matter कि किसने सुना, क्या सोचा, it is so pointless. That's the innocence. But the adults are so different from children. They pretend to be what they are not. Right? And that is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, okay? They are hypocrites. Hypocrisy क्या होती है बेटा? ढोंग. और hypocrite कौन होता है? ढोंगी. तो आप नाटक करते हैं of being something that you are not. So the adults can be so goody-goody, so nice to so many people on the face. Okay, how are you? So good to you. Please come over. You know, why don't you stay back for a cup of tea? But अंदर से हमारा दिल नहीं हो रहा होगा ये सब करने का. हम भले ही पूछ रहे होंगे कि प्लीज रुक जाओ, हैव अ कप ऑफ टी, बट मन में सोच रहे होंगे कि ओहो चला ही जाए तो अच्छा है. एंड दिस इज द रियलिटी. This is how we all are, and we cannot deny it. So the first possibility was, according to the poet, कि when did the childhood go? Childhood कब चला गया? क्या तब when I was 11, when I finished being 11 and I started being 12? तब गया? या तब गायब हुआ when I realized कि hell and heaven तो कुछ नहीं होता भाई. क्यों? Because it cannot be located in geography. या तब मेरा childhood गया when I realized कि अरे ये जो बड़े लोग हैं ये तो बड़े hypocrites हैं. ये कहते कुछ हैं करते कुछ हैं. ओके, सो यू नो एज दे से यू शुड प्रैक्टिस व्हाट यू प्रीच. जो बोलते हैं वो करना चाहिए. सो यू प्रीच ऑफ लव. बातें तो आपने बड़ी बड़ी करी, प्यार मोहब्बत की, एंड यू नो ऑफ बीइंग पेशेंट एंड बीइंग अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग, बट देन प्रैक्टिस आपने रियलिटी में वैसा नहीं करा. यू डिड नॉट एक्ट सो लविंगली. सो दिस इज अनदर सिनेरियो. सो दिस वुड बी सिनेरियो नंबर 3. The possibility that when did the childhood go, right? Now we come to the next stanza. Stanza 3. Again the same question. When did my childhood go? And now what are the possibilities? What are the options? Was it when I found my mind was really mine? Now here you see lot of individuality. My mind was really mine मतलब जब आपको पता है my thoughts, my decisions are my own. और ये कब होता है? जब हम बड़े हो जाते हैं. जब हम छोटे होते हैं तो our decisions are influenced by our parents, by our well-wishers, by our teachers. But then comes the point in your life that you know कि नहीं, I have to decide, I have to choose. It is my life. This is what I want. This is what I choose to ignore. When I found my mind was really mine, that means my decisions are my decisions. Good, bad, ugly, whatever the repercussions, they are going to be affecting me and only me. So my mind was really mine to use whichever way I choose. You see I over here and you see I over here. So much of individuality being referred to her. भाई मेरी लाइफ है, मेरे डिसीजंस हैं. भाई वाई आर यू इन्फ्लुएंसिंग मी? आप कौन बोल रहे हैं और क्यों बोल रहे हैं? यू गेट दैट? प्रोड्यूसिंग थॉट्स दैट वर नॉट दोज ऑफ अदर पीपल बट माई ओन एंड माई अलोन. सी हाउ ही हैज यूज्ड दिस pronoun over here, my and mine, okay, and the usage of I twice. All individuality. कहता है कि my mind is mine और जो भी thoughts हैं they are my thoughts. ये किसी और के thoughts नहीं हैं. I am not adopting or borrowing somebody else's point of view. No, these are my thoughts. So the fourth possibility here that the poet gives us, कि कहाँ, when did my childhood go? So he says that maybe it was the time when I realized that my mind is mine. It is not somebody else's. These are my thoughts. It is my life. The decisions are my decisions. Whatever I think represents my individuality and my personality. So it is me and mine. My own and mine alone. And the word alone again stresses कि whatever I am thinking, मेरे thoughts हैं, मेरे और सिर्फ मेरे. So again, when did the childhood go? Number one, was it when I stopped being 11? Ceased matlab stopped. यानी when it was his 12th birthday. Second, जब उसने realize करा कि hell and heaven, no, they can't exist. Why can't they exist? Because they cannot be found in geography. And third, he says, when I realized adults are so hypocrites. They say something and do something else in reality. Okay, that's hypocrisy. Possibility 4, was it when I realized that this is my mind, these are my thoughts, mine, my and mine alone. Okay, so notice here something, children. यहाँ पे वो बोलता है क्या? When did my childhood go? कब गया? When did it go? कब गया? When did it go? कब गया? 1, 2, 3. In these 3 stanzas, a same question has been repeated thrice. The exact same words. But once you come to the end of the poetry, the question changes. And from when we come to where. कि where did my childhood go? अब तक तो the poet was saying कि भाई कब चला गया, पता ही नहीं चला बचपना कब चला गया, मेरा childhood कब चला गया, 3 times. But now he says, where did my childhood go? कि चलो जब गया तब गया maybe, but आखिर गया कहाँ? Right? And now what is the answer that he gives? What is the solace? What is that one thing that he comes up with? Okay, and he's saying it went to some forgotten place. कि मेरा childhood किसी forgotten place में चला गया, a place that I have forgotten. And if I ask you, my dear students, do you know where has your childhood gone? I don't know. Do you know when did it go? If you ask me that, ma'am, when did your childhood go away? I would say, no, I don't know when did it just go away. It just went someday. Where did it go? I don't know. Maybe it just went someplace. So according to Marcus, he says that it went to some forgotten place. किसी ऐसी जगह जो अब याद नहीं है. But then, how can we find that childhood back? That's hidden in an infant's face. The moment you see any other child, you can find your childhood. You can locate your childhood right there in another infant. So it's like that, you can find your childhood back, or you can see your childhood once again in an infant's face. The moment you see an infant, the moment you see another child, so you can find it there, right? So he says that one can find one's lost childhood in the face of a child. किसी और बच्चे में आपको clearly बचपना दिख जाएगा, and that is what childhood is about. So that is why we enjoy being with children, small children. क्यों? Because they do things so innocently and they are so cute. We just love that phase which we have lost. So here, yes, the poet is regretting the fact that the childhood has gone and that childhood cannot come back. वापस तो नहीं आ सकता, but हाँ, it can be relived, it can be enjoyed, it can be cherished in another child, in another infant. So basically, where has the childhood gone? It is hidden, कि वो छुप गया है in an infant's face, in another child's face. And in the end he says, that's all I know. तो वो कहता है मुझे बस इतना ही पता है कि दैट माई चाइल्डहुड इज अपेरेंटली हिडन इन अनदर इन्फेंस फेज, कि आप अपना बचपना किसी भी बच्चे के अंदर देख सकते हैं, बिकॉज दैट चाइल्ड इज इन द फेज ऑफ चाइल्डहुड एंड यू कैन जस्ट एंजॉय इट. So in this entire poetry, my dear children, you would see that, 1, 2, 3. These are three main stanzas here. Of course, not this one, because here the question changes. So if you come to the book, there is a question here. Identify the stanza that talks of the following: individuality, rationalism, hypocrisy. तो कौन सा स्टैंजा इंडिविजुअलिटी की बात कर रहा है? इंडिविजुअलिटी एज इन बिल्कुल इंडिविजुअलिटी, यू. So it is this stanza. Stanza 3 talks about individuality. I, me, mine. What is the next one? Rationalism. What is rationalism? When you are so practical. When you are not somebody, who is a dreamer or anything else. तो प्रैक्टिकलिटी की बात करते हैं ना भाई. देर आर नो इमोशंस, यू आर नॉट इन ड्रीम्स. तो कौन सा स्टैंजा बड़ा प्रैक्टिकल स्टैंजा है? स्टैंजा नंबर 1. क्योंकि आप कह रहे हैं कि हेल और हेवन कैसे हो सकते हैं, आप हेल एंड हेवन को लोकेट तो नहीं कर सकते ज्योग्राफी में. सो हियर यू आर बीइंग वेरी वेरी रैशनल. Stanza number 1, you have a very rational approach, a very practical approach. What is the third one? Hypocrisy. और hypocrisy word मैंने किस stanza के साथ use करा है? For the adults. Stanza 2 talks about hypocrisy. That the adults are hypocrites. They act differently and they preach something else. कहते कुछ हैं, करते कुछ हैं. Right? So these are the three stanzas. So individuality in stanza 3, hypocrisy in stanza 2, and rationality in stanza number 1. Right? So this is what the whole poetry childhood is about. Very simple poem, nothing complicated in it. So just you have to remember the 3 stanzas he was asking: 1, 2, 3. When did my childhood go? When did my childhood go? When did my childhood go? And in these 3 stanzas, he has given us 4 possibilities. 4 possible answers ki when did the childhood go, and then in the end the question changes. It comes to where did my childhood go, and then he again gives us an answer here, और उसके साथ वो बोलता है that's all I know, मुझे तो भाई इतना ही पता है, and that is quite convincing as well. So this is what the whole poem is about. Let us look into these questions here. So what according to the poet, is involved in the process of growing up? So what happens when you start growing up? So the moment you start growing up, apparently you lose your childhood, and you lose your childhood and you lose your innocence. जब बड़े होते हैं तो childhood गायब होता जाता है, innocence भी गायब होती जाती है. ठीक है? We stop trusting people, we start finding faults, we become more individuals, we become even more selfish. Okay? और बहुत रैशनल हो जाते हैं, अपने बारे में सोचने लगते हैं सिर्फ. These things are involved in the process of growing up. Question 3. What is the poet's feeling towards childhood? So, obviously, like anybody, the poet feels so positive towards childhood. He feels that childhood is all about simplicity and innocence. And, it is only in this phase that we are so easy to trust. जब हम छोटे होते हैं, हम नहीं सोचते ये इंसान कौन है, कैसा है. आप यू कैन बिफ्रेंड अ चाइल्ड. आप किसी बच्चे से दोस्ती कर सकते हैं एक चॉकलेट और एक टॉफी दे करके. यू कैन प्ले गेम्स विद अ चाइल्ड एंड मेक फ्रेंड्स विद हिम और हर. वो नहीं सोचेगा कि अरे मुझे टॉफी क्यों दी, ये मुझसे दोस्ती क्यों कर रहा है. नो, बिकॉज हम इनोसेंट हैं, इतना दिमाग नहीं है उस वक्त. राइट? वी डोंट फाइंड फॉल्ट्स एंड वी आर जस्ट सो हैप्पी. So of course like that. And which do you think are the most poetic lines and why? तो देखो भाई, the whole poem is quite sensitive and suggestive, है ना? And it draws our attention to the fact that in an infant we are looking at the world of innocence. So the entire poetry, the simplicity of the poem, the depth of the poem, the way the poet observes makes it so, so poetic. So apparently, I would say that wherein he says that where has the childhood gone? So maybe wherein the poet observes that okay, it has gone in an infant's phase, and he says that this is all I know. So I would say that these would apparently be the most poetic lines here, though the whole poetry is very, very sensitive, and there is so much of poignant expression involved. And obviously, he has done so many observations. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 options coming here are simply out of observation. So, if you say the whole poem is like really good, but then yes, I feel that these lines are very poetic. If you feel differently, you are most welcome to express your opinion here. So, with this, my dear students, I kind of conclude the poem Childhood. You are doing these NCERT questions in your register. As usual, you would be forwarded a PPT, and there would be a worksheet in the form of a PDF which you are going to be putting in your FAIR registers. And I need to see your work, which is very important. In case there is any problem in the explanation, please feel free to get in touch with me over WhatsApp. Alright, so on this note, I conclude today's session. Take care of yourselves and complete your work. Thank you.